it, so. What did you say? She said, I hate humanity, and then I said, we should turn it off.
On air.
Okay, so let's focus. Alright, so by the end of the unit, I want you to be able to use your exponent rules and factor any polynomial whatsoever. So far, we've done greatest common factoring on our polynomials, right?
Yes.
And what is the greatest common factor?
The one that it can go into anything. Well, not anything, 2 or more numbers.
The biggest
Cool.
number.
The biggest number that goes into 2 or more numbers, right?
Yes.
And then you take the smallest
Exponent.
exponent. Fantastic. So today we're going to be factoring where we don't have a common factor, but it's a trinomial. So get excited. Our learning target for today says I can factor, Blair, factor. Don't write Blair. A trinomial. A kid did ask me yesterday why I call people Blair. I don't. I can factor a trinomial without a GCF like a ninja. Look at you go. So, we have a special way that we factor these. Now, before, when we factored something, I gave you a problem that looked like this, if we had a trinomial, correct? And we factored out the greatest common factor, and it ended up looking like this, correct? And we had stuff left on the inside? Yes, no, maybe? So today, we're going to factor a trinomial that does not have a greatest common factor, and it's going to end up looking like this. And it's going to be 2 binomials. So remember, yeah, we're going backwards to FOIL. Take a point. We're going backwards to FOIL, and it's super fun. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Please turn this. Now, C is your third term, and it is a very, very, very important term because it is where we start every single time. Now, we have a goal for each and every problem. Also, periodically during the period, I'm going to yell out pi facts. Me too. Obviously. Alright, so our goal for each and every problem is to find 2 numbers that multiply to give you C and add to give you B. Let's write the word add. Oh, don't like it. I don't like it. Add to give you B.
Whoa.
And add to give you B. I feel like she would make a big scene.
Yeah. I really would.
You are a scene.
Can't fight fire with fire.
Why is he fire? What are you fighting? You're a crazy person. Okay, so each time we are looking for 2 numbers that multiply to give you C and add to give you B. That's our whole goal every single time. Now, each time we work out a problem, we have to be careful of our signs. So the first thing we have to look at is we have to say if C is negative, look at B. And we're going to come back to that. But just know that if C is negative, we have to look at B. And I did not make my squares big enough, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened when I was making this. I got excited. Our second thing is if C is positive, which that's what we're going to start with. So if C is positive, all factors match the sign of B. Now, we're going to talk about what that means with our first example. So right here, we're going to write example 1. And we're going to do x squared plus 14x plus 24. Now, this example, the three terms do not have a greatest common factor other than 1. They don't have a variable in common. There's no number that divides into all of them. So we use this method. The first thing we do is we look at C. If C is positive, all factors match the sign of B. Is RC positive?
Yes.
So our factors are going to be positive. Now what that means is we have to factor C into factor pairs. So we need to make a factor T, which means that we're going to list all the numbers that multiply to give us 24. So 2 and what? 2 and 12, okay. 6 and 4, okay. What else? 3 and 8, what else? 1 and 24. All right, if you listed a factor pair, give your team a point. Now, step 1 was to factor C into pairs after looking at the signs, right? Did we do that? Fantastic. So what do we do next? We move to step 2, correct? What does step 2 say to do? Or do we know how to read, or which factor pair adds to B? So remember, our whole goal is to find two numbers that multiply to give you C and add to give you B. So looking at these, whoever's phone that is, put it away so we don't see the flashing. What two numbers of these multiply to give you 24 and add to give you 14? What's 6 plus 4? What's 3 plus 8? I just want you to answer me. Thank you. 2 plus 12 is 14. So remember, we're multiplying to get C, adding to get B. So we've done step 1. Now we're on to step 2. We did that. Step 3 says to put factors in parentheses, and then you're done. So remember, we're going backwards to this. What is our first letter? So you just write x plus 2 times x plus 12, and you're done.
Why is it x plus 6 is x squared?
No, because that's our factor.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really
easy.
I know.
That's how you work that out.
Just gotta do another one so I
That's
can
it.
get like this.
Then how are we gonna make this Alex? Because when you do boil to that equation, it
Oh, yeah.
that way
Yeah.
it comes back. So why can't we just? Because
Baby, we're factoring. We're not foiling, we're factoring. So we're going back to foil. And take a point, Maggie Jo. So we're factoring this into two binomials.
And when you get that answer,
You can check it to get this, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was just seeing what boil came in hand, but I got it.
Okay. All right, let's turn it over and let's work out some more. Okay, color your ninjas. I didn't realize I needed to give us time to do that. Sorry.
Another bunnies.
There's a bunny and a cat.
Okay.
Tomorrow, no, Thursday, there's different kinds.
Where's the pig?
Different.
I don't have a platypus.
Carry the platypus.
I'll try to get a platypus. I really need you to get into Harry Potter so that you can watch Fantastic Beasts because you would love the Niffler.
In the different.
I just need you, I need you to do it for me.
I'll watch that one.
Wouldn't he love it?
I'll watch that one. Well, I'll watch the other two if you want me to.
I need you to watch all of them and read the books. I just need you to do it. No.
I don't read them. I'll find it somewhere on
I do too. We can loan them to you so you can get this done. Because then I need you to go back and watch Fantastic Beasts because you would love it.
Oh, I like that color orange.
Thanks.
Well, it shows up better on the screen.
Are we ready for the back? Are we done with our ninjas? Okay. Alright, 53B. Here we go. So we're going to call this example 2 because we did example 1 on the front. And it's going to say, the directions say, factor each trinomial. The first one that we're going to factor is a squared plus 11a plus 18. Now, our entire goal is to find two numbers that multiply together to give us 18 and add to give us 11. But we have to make sure that we're looking at our signs. So if C is positive, all signs have to match B. So what are the signs inside our parentheses going to be? So we're going to have a plus and a plus. And what letter are we using this time? A. Now, we're going to list our factors of 18. What two numbers multiply to give you 18? 9 and 2 and?
16.
Now, we need to figure out which one adds together to give us 11. Of those three sets of factors, which one adds together to give us 11? 9 and 2. Put those in parentheses. Hey, we're having class. Thanks. Alright, 9 and 2. So then you write them here. It does not matter which one you write where, and you're done.
Oh, this I love that.
But it'll get
I
harder.
know!
Another step.
Can you do one where it's negative and we have to?
We will in just a minute. I want you to practice one like this without me.
Besides, Greg, you said one, you took it for.
No, not this time.
Because one of the factors have to be negative. Yeah, the negative.
Alright, try that one without me. Don't yell it out. Don't say, I got it, I got it, I got it. Just work out the problem. You ain't even. The first 6 digits of pi, 314159, appear in order at least 6 times among the first 10 million decimal places of pi. Fun fact. It's Pi Day. I'm going to tell you facts about pi. Pretend like you know anything about math. Just care. Just care for like this next 50 minutes. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the weirdos back there that are like, what? Why is she speaking? I know! Alright, what'd y'all get?
I got X plus 4.
Wait, could you do without doing the tree?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to do the tree. It's just to help you practice. Yeah, the tree helps you like organize your thoughts.
I like it.
Alright. T squared minus 10t plus 9. Now, this time we have a minus in there, but is C positive?
Yes.
So then all the signs are going to match B. So what are the signs inside our parentheses going to be this time? Negative. Awesome. Try it without me.
That's it? Is it still the same like everything else?
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing else.
So negative 10 or just 10?
Negative 10.
Oh.
So the factors have to be negative.
One of them has to
Both of them have to be negative because a negative times a negative is a, and we have to get a positive 9. So this time we're getting a positive 9 and negative 10. Are we done?
I'm glad you started off with the small little problem.
It doesn't get any more difficult.
Well.
Ready.
Someone else said a notator. We got to move on. All right, what did y'all get?
9 and 1. Negative 1 and negative 9.
So like that?
Yeah.
Woo! Look at us go. All right. It does not matter what order they go in. When the signs are the same. When the signs are the same, it doesn't matter what order they go in. So now, let's look at a problem where C is negative. D squared, D is y, potatoes. Let me try again. Y squared minus 7y minus 30.
What if B is positive and C is
We're going to write stuff down about that.
I like that voice. Yeah, me too.
When I whisper stuff at you,
Yeah, I really like that.
I'm not doing that all the time.
Yeah, please.
No. Alright, so we wrote down something right here that said if C is negative, look at B. But we didn't write down any other facts about it, did we?
Yeah, you just said look at it.
Right. So now we're going to look at it and we're going to write some facts down. Get excited.
I've been excited.
The first fact says, if you look at B, the first fact says if B is positive, the big factor is positive. The reason that is because we have a negative 30 back there. Now don't forget, our problem is y squared minus 7y minus 30. Right? Now, we need two numbers that multiply together to give us negative 30. So when we're multiplying, how do we get a negative? What do we have to multiply together?
Negative and positive.
A negative and a positive.
Oh,
So if B is positive, your big factor has to be positive. Because you got to add to get that, right? So if B is negative, what does your big factor have to be?
10 is positive and 3.
Just listen to me. If B is negative, what does your big factor have to be, Juliana? Negative. So if B is negative, big factor is negative.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you just said. Your two factors. You have a number that's bigger and a number that's smaller. So if B is positive, the big number is positive. If B is negative, the big number is negative.
Oh, okay.
That's what I just said, Jada.
What if they're the same number?
One of them would have to be negative. One of them would have to be positive.
Do you subtract them? Or do you still add?
You still add. Now, let's talk about what that's going to look like over here. We need two numbers that multiply together to give us negative 30. So our big factor has to be what this time? Negative, because 7 is negative. So we could have negative 15 and 2. We could have negative 10 and 3. We could have negative 6 and 5. And we could have negative 30 and 1. But we have to add to get what? Negative 7. It's that one. So then, when you're putting it in parentheses, it still doesn't matter what order you put it in. I could write this as y plus 3 times y minus 10, or y minus 10 times y plus 3, as long as the plus and minus are with the correct number. Does everybody understand? Do you want to do one more together?
Yes.
No.
Wait, not together, but another one like this.
Okay. You want to do it by yourselves?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
I give it.
I just...
How many just plain t-shirts you have lying around your house?
Well, this is the last one. That's not being made for stuff for Disney.
Are you making plain stuff too?
Mm-hmm.
Are you making log and stuff too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we're adorable. I did. Maybe. All right. R squared minus 2R minus 24. understand why that was necessary.
So I can write it down.
You have to speak to write?
Yeah.
Alright, freak.
Maybe I don't want you to read that here.
Okay.
Oh, I found it out.
You found it out.
I
figured it out.
There you go. Another fun fact about pi. Pi is the 16th letter in the Greek alphabet. It is, and it's part of the Greek alphabet.
What's it?
Oh, so like,
Wait,
Yeah. Wait, is it written like
they're
that?
numbers and
too?
letters? So it still means a number though, but it's one of their letters.
Yep.
whoa! Sororities and fraternities, like Pi Kappa, all that junk.
Pi.
I thought it was.
It's pi.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, it's PHI, isn't it?
That's phi.
That's like 5
Oh, I thought
That's a different,
what you were talking about.
that's a different symbol.
Okay. Yeah.
They're not the same.
I got a little. Okay.
And you know the sigma? That means sum.
So, what a maze. My mama was a 5 of these, not very nice.
Were you in a sorority?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pay for my friends. Are you kidding me? Not that that's bad. Sorry.
It says,
It's just to each their own.
Like, that's all my sister wants to do is to find me. She's like,
Your sister's like
and
9.
she's like, I'm gonna go to find you. I'm like,
All right.
Right up there for
So I got.
Don't say it, just wait.
Got that.
Yeah. I'm putting R plus 4 and then.
No.
Is that okay?
I'm sorry.
The big factor is negative. I'm sorry. B is negative, so the big factor is negative. So make sure you watch your sign. Let's make a note again on here, even though we made it on the front. Let's make a note that says the big factor is negative because B is negative. Okay, ready to try another one?
I got a question.
Okay.
I put R plus 4 then R.
We just talked about a minute ago that that was okay, that it didn't matter the order. Okay. Alright, I'm on 53B because I write huge. 53C, the next page, the next letter. We should start using the Greek alphabet.
No, we're okay.
I think I'm going to force you to do that.
Spanish.
But we're in math. And the Greeks helped found what we do today. Right?
Forget the Greeks.
Never, ever, ever, child.
Have you ever been there?
It's a goal, though.
Where'd you go on your Instagram?
Oh yeah, your profile picture.
No.
People.
Huh?
Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So now, this time, C is negative, but our B is positive. So what is our big factor going to be this time?
Positive.
Positive. Watch your sign.
Can we do it by ourselves?
Yes, do this one without me. Another fun fact about pi. In Europe, Pi Day is celebrated on July 22nd instead of March 14th. A good estimate of pi is the fraction 22 divided by 7. Learn all kinds of things. Every time you say, can I get a point, I'm going to take a point. And if I get more points than you, I get all the points for the day and you get none.
Oh yeah, you send us right through.
Alright, so factors of 40 of potatoes.
Of what?
Of 48, negative 24 and 2, negative 16 and 3, negative 12 and 4, negative 48 and 1. There's probably another one in there.
I thought you said
wait, I thought those-
Ah,
Yeah.
potatoes. Positive.
Yeah.
And then negatives. Thanks. Because I know none of you ever make mistakes.
Never.
So then, the biggest number has to be positive, which I messed up on, so I made them all positive. And then the one that adds to give you 13 would be 16 and negative 3. So y plus 16 and y minus 3. How are we doing on that one?
Great.
Do we need to do one more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more just to practice.
for the people that don't know.
So we gotta do it. Do y'all want it to be like F, where it's the plus and the minus?
Yes.
Okay.
The back of the line.
I'll just start throwing out some random ones.
Yes, that's pretty
My head is killing me.
I wish they sold candy here. Yeah.
You could have got food this morning up front. Alright, n squared plus 4n minus 21. I'm going to put a couple up here.
Number, I didn't even say that.
Oh, a couple.
Yeah, I'm going to put 3. I don't know what you said. No, I have a book in front of me. Super excited.